Okay, so that finished up here. You could see that one of the packages that we're interested in is the contour, so that we get our ingress to set up DNS, has successfully reconciled. So if we scroll down here now, that's what we're going to do next. We're going to get that ingress. First, we go ahead and get the hosted zone ID. And as I mentioned, I'm doing this kind of thing where I'm just picking off the top one on the list. If yours is second or third, go ahead and you could just update that index number. Then we're going to go ahead and query the ingress from Envoy, the Tanzu system ingress namespace, and get the host name so that we can set our CNAME. And the way this works with the AWS CLI is we have to create this configuration in JSON here. We set the domain name. This is just to match, the record, make sure that we update the right record set. And then we change the record set with the Route 53 command. Pass in the hosted zone ID and pass it this configuration file. So let's go ahead and just continue here. Okay, let's go over to Route 53 and validate that change. Okay, remember we set it to this google.com. Refresh. All right, perfect. Now, if we come over here and refresh, this might take a moment. Nope, all right. So we hit advance. We should see our Tanzu developer portal. Now, if we go down the list here of some of these things, this is where we can host our documentation pages for our site. Now, remember, this is for developers and operators, where we can go in and get started with our project here. Here are the accelerators. So accelerators are those templates, those projects that we can begin writing our code with. These have been scaffolded with, the organization's preferred dependencies and so forth. Now, remember, these just contain skeleton code, but that's good. We can give our developers a head start. All right, so then we scroll down here a bit more. This is our API portal that we spoke about, and this supports Open API, or if you're familiar with Swagger, same thing. So we'll see a list of APIs published by our organization and other teams. Here is where we would see workloads. So obviously we don't have any workloads yet, but once we build an application, we should see them here. We've got our security analysis page. This is where we would see any CVEs and vulnerability reports and things like that. This would have run if we had set up the scanning component in the view profile. Okay, so you can see here that this errors out, probably because we didn't set that up. And the last tab here, it's just some general settings here. So for example, we can set an authentication provider, such as Auth0 or Okta, just so that we can provide some kind of login credentials to access our portal. So that pretty much does it. Here it is, our Tanzu developer, or I should say the James portal catalog. There it is. So in the next video, we will begin to build our source code into applications and turn those into tap workloads. We'll see you next time.